Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is KARON. In today's video, I wanted to share with you a recent project I just completed with one of my pieces of linen that I was quite undecided about what I could possibly make. Oftentimes I have pieces of fabric that I buy because it stands out to me. There's something about it that I like, but I can't be sure, or I'm not always sure about what I want to make with the fabric, but there's something about the fabric that stands out to me. And this fabric was one of them. It is a linen that I purchased from Mood. I got 3 yards of it. Animal print, it's iffy for me. I'll do leopard prints because I like tops like that. Black beige goes with most of my current wardrobe, but this one, an animal print, I'd say zebra stripe or something like that, but the orange was looking a bit bright, but it had a blend of the orange and browns, if I can call it that. But I really liked it, and so I got it. And then when I got it, I thought about how I could go about creating something that wouldn't look, a dress for me would be overwhelming. So I decided to do separates. I went back to my 8601 Simplicity 8. Is it 8601 or 8401? I'll put the pattern up. It's my tried and true dress, and I went to that dress because the skirt of that was a circle skirt that was more fitting for the way my body was shaped. It just fits perfectly for me. The way my body is shaped, the A-line skirt is what goes well for me. And I find that with my dresses because I don't wear a skirt. But skirts, for this year, I'm trying to branch out and do some more skirts so I can do separates. So for me, I'm 5'4", and a long skirt or maxi skirt seems to be a bit too much. I've always done like right below the knee or slightly above the knee in terms of the length of my dresses. If I'm gonna make something maxi, it's probably midway, and that's pushing it for me. So I thought about a skirt and a top, and the top I thought about was this vest. So it's Butterick 6901. Yeah, it's Butterick 6901. There's bright sunlight coming through the window, so I'll put it in the inside so you can't see this. So I decided to go with this vest because I was like, why not do an A-line skirt that matches, that goes well with the vest. So I did a little research and kind of saw that the slim silhouette of the vest, close fitting top of the vest, would go well with the bold bottom of an A-line skirt. So I'll put them up so you can see them together. I think it worked out well. However, my intention was to make a more, I wouldn't say A-line. I'm going to put up the idea of a skirt that I wanted. But I couldn't find the pattern in my stash except for the one I did recently with Mimi G. I'll put that one up as well. However, that one was too long and I was afraid of cutting it and then spoiling the whole thing. So I went with what I had, which was the A-line skirt. Let's take a look at the vest and then I'll go through the details with the skirt. So I didn't have any lining fabric for this vest. So what I did was just made two of the same thing and kind of use the shell as the lining. I'm trying to find. Okay, so here is the area that I need to slip stitch right in here because I haven't closed that yet. That's where I turned it out. So what I'm showing you right now is the wrong side. I couldn't do a lot of top stitching on this, so I'm a bit fearful of how it will look, but the others are fine. I've made this 2 times or 3 times before and it turned out fine. So I just interfaced the front area. That was it for this vest. Oh yes, and I didn't I didn't interface the back, and I omitted the little, what do I call it? It has a little inset or a cut in the back, and I didn't do that because when I do the inset or the little slit in the back, that area where I have the dip in my back, that area just rolls up and creates a problem right at the tip. So I thought I would just go with the simple vest, no attachments, no cutouts or anything like that, and it worked out fine. So for me, this one I liked. I tried, my intention for this was to do some buttons, some bold buttons, because this has the large buttons as recommended, not like shirt buttons. But I went down the size in my buttons because the fabric was so loud. The buttons that I had in mind would not work. And so I made adjustments by using some buttons I had on hand. I'll put them in the inset so you can see it. These buttons for me, I think they blend well. They're not as loud. They don't stand really out from the fabric. So you can see that they're buttons on the vest, but it allows the fabric to just do most of the talking. So I didn't want something that would clash. And most of the buttons I have in my stash, even though they're brown or beige or something like this, they would be too much for this vest. I really like the way it turned out, and I hope I'll be able to mix and match or blend, because as a separate, I could find a pants of this color. I could also find a pants of this color, but I'm not sure I'll be wearing that. But I think this will go mostly with skirts for me, so let's see. I'll try to find more skirts that blend with it, but for right now, I'm gonna show you the one I just made. Let me go grab it. Okay, because this one was supposed to be Simplicity 8401, which turned out to be, let me grab my glasses. This should have been Simplicity 8401. I'm sorry, I'm getting the glare from the sunlight, so I'll just go without. We started out thinking this was going to be a perfect A-line skirt because the dress, the whole dress, which is 8401, fits me well without any adjustments, right? But I think when I did this, the top was a bit, the waistline is a bit big. So I don't know how I'm going to cope with the buttons, but I was thinking of using like a hook at the front, because the buttons, as I explained, I didn't want something to be loud or would clash with the actual fabric. So I'm going to use like a hook inside at the top, and then these buttons going down. I think I need 14. Right now I only have 8, so that's why they're not attached to my vest and my skirt. I need to get more, and I don't want to add them to the vest and then I get to the store and they don't have the same buttons, because it means I'm going to have to make adjustments or change. So I made a standard buttonhole. So whatever I chose, I should be able to, whatever I choose, I should be able to use it. Okay, so this is the inside of the skirt. I got the waistband on correctly this time, unlike the last time. It was kind of weird, upside down. By the way, I took the waistline from one of my pants, and I took the waistband from Simplicity 9647. I did this pants in the wool, and it was the one I stitched the waistband upside down. So here it is, done correctly this time, and I hope you can see with the glare. All right, so I added it on, stitched in the ditch with it on the outside, and then for the inside, I just did my usual French seams, pockets all the way down on the inside. And then when I got to the bottom, most of my circle skirts, I don't even bother to fiddle with them. I just use the bias tape to close the finish and give me a clean finish. And because it's linen, it might unravel. It also lends itself like a support. It adds weight to the online linen. this skirt right here. So I'm really happy that I went with this. I couldn't find anything in my stash that was the same color, but I'm thinking it's fine. It's not a big deal. So again, I'm gonna add those buttons and hopefully everything will be fine, but this, I'm trying to find the waistline. So this is where the side meets and my pockets right in here. So I think overall, I love the way this turned out. That's the front seam going on the back. So again, my hesitation with the buttons is because I don't have enough buttons. Again, I'm sorry, there's a glare. So it's the front seam all the way down, and then so once I have everything together, I should have a nice little separate that I can actually say is the start of my separate collection. I want to make a few more, and I have the fabric idea planned, everything out. So I should be making about 4 more separates. So the next couple of them you'll see as just separates. I'm trying to add skirts because now that I've started wearing the dresses, I'm thinking, what's the difference with the skirts? But I wasn't wearing dresses before I started making them, and now I've gotten okay with them. I think I could try skirts. So again, skirts for this year. Hopefully I enjoy wearing them, but it's gonna be a while before I actually try them on. So this one will be one I'll be trying on for you in the spring when I do the first quarter of what I made from January through to March. So you can see it once the sun is out. That sun outside is fake sun. It's gold. So once the sun is out and spring is here, I'll kind of dress all the separates up and do like a review or a new set of photo with them and see how they turn out. But for right now, that is all I have for you for today. My vest and my A-line skirt. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.